everybody, I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls.
And I'm Dina Davis, licensed social worker.
And you are watching The Greatest
Blueprint
on Uccn TV. Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls.
And I'm Dina Davis, licensed social worker.
And we are welcoming you to The Greatest
Blueprint.
All right, so for those of you who are just joining us, The Greatest Blueprint is the hybrid of my company, The Greatest Counseling and Consulting, and
in my group, The Blueprint for Self-Love.
Yes, and tell them about the Blueprint for Self-Love.
So the Blueprint for Self-Love is a 6-week therapeutic group for women where essentially I teach women how to love themselves and get back to the core of who they are as women.
And The Greatest Counseling and Consulting is all about you getting back in contact with your core, getting back in contact with your divine design, who you were created to be. And so when we met and we realized we had a lot of commonality,
yes,
we came together with The Greatest Blueprint as a collaboration as opposed to a competition, so that we could help you all get back to your greatest
blueprint.
All right, so today's topic, we are going to talk about something we both love, and that's birthdays.
Ooh.
That's right. You know, that makes me bring out memories. We love birthdays.
Yes.
Absolutely love them.
Favorite holiday.
It definitely is a holiday. And so for those of you who love birthdays, we're going to talk about why birthdays are important to us and ways that we feel as though it's important to celebrate them and why.
Yes.
All right. And so for me, I can go back to when I was 3 years old. And the story is that I went up and down the block in the neighborhood and invited everyone to my birthday party. And my parents looked outside and there were a line of children at the door.
It's my birthday.
Exactly. And they were like, "What are you doing here?" And they were like, "It's Kathy's birthday and we're here for the party." And they were like, "Who said there was going to be a party?" They was like, "Kathy did." And so I have been celebrating my birthday like that all of my life.
Yeah.
It is that one day that I feel like it is that you can celebrate yourself.
It's your day.
Yes, talk about yours.
So mine's, I don't really remember like the 3 years and 10 years.
Okay.
Like, my birthdays became more important to me as an adult. And just the transition of really celebrating myself.
Yes.
And this last birthday in particular was one of the best birthdays
Yes.
that I've had in a very long time, because I think the shift for me was that I decided to celebrate myself.
Yes, you did.
As opposed to waiting for others to celebrate me.
That's right.
And so once I made that shift, it was like everyone
was
came
celebrating you.
Yes, like, oh my God.
Right.
Just come here.
Yes.
And so it really made me feel loved and seen and heard.
Yes.
To have so much love around me and to, just be celebrated in that way. So.
And that's the major shift. And that's what we're talking about here on The Greatest Blueprint, right? It is that shifting to celebrating and honoring yourself.
Yes.
And a lot of times people find it easier to do on a birthday than they do on any other day.
Regular day.
Yeah. But for real, every day you're breathing is your birthday.
Yeah. And every day, everything requires a celebration is what I say. So small things, big things, everything. I just say celebrate everything.
That's right.
Why not?
That's right. It's so important.
Yes.
And so now we have to get people to understand that. Now, one of the things that happened on your birthday was we were having a conversation with one of our wise elders.
Yes.
And he was talking about people who have begun to close themselves off to love.
Yes.
And saying that they had maybe some bad relationships and just felt as though that they were not going to participate anymore.
Yes.
And we tie this all together with birthdays because, like you were saying, you realized that as you were thinking about people celebrating you, you weren't getting the response and the type of celebration that you wanted. So your focus was outward.
Yes.
Right? At that point. And the moment you shifted it inward was when everything went kaboom.
Right.
Right? In the way that you wanted it to.
Yes.
So that day on your birthday, literally it was that day, we're talking about people who decided
to cry over spilled milk.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So it's the whole notion of like, okay, well, in regards to love, not receiving it the way that they want to receive it, it's like, okay, it's spilled milk. I don't want it anymore.
That's
just
right.
Do away
Just don't
with
give
it.
me no more milk.
Right. I don't
Forget
want
it.
milk.
Right. I'll just be dehydrated. I don't want to drink no more.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. But it's the whole notion too of the container.
Talk about it.
Of the milk. So are you worried about the spilled milk, or are you thinking more so of the container? Like which one is more important, the spilled milk or the container? Go ahead. I know you're going to say something. Go ahead.
Well, and I'm also thinking, so a lot of times, so I know some people are like, okay, wait, I get it, but I don't get it.
Right.
Right? So what do you mean, the container? So who are you? And this is where you...
I'm the container.
That's right.
Very adamantly, I'm the container.
Yes. And what do you mean by that?
So when I say that, and I said it's so...
Matter of fact.
Yes.
Right. There is no question.
There is no question.
Yes.
You know, like, I hold the milk, right? And so if the people who I'm interacting with, if they choose to spill me, that's on them.
That's right.
It's not on me because I'm still whole.
Yes.
I'm still a whole container.
That's right. You're not broken.
I'm not broken. You can clean the milk up, but the container still is intact.
What? Go ahead.
But that's the shift that I had to take within myself,
did.
because there were times when the container was cracked, you know, and I had to mend the container. I had to take care. I had to tend to the container, right? But over time, through my self-love techniques and, you know, listening to and talking to my wise elder, I was able to mend my container to the point where I don't need anyone else to help mend me.
That's right.
Because I'm whole on my own, and I've done the work to make myself whole.
Yes.
So that's the notion of the whole container. The container still being intact. But the milk can spill out, but that's because the other people choose to spill.
Talk about it.
The milk that I provide within my container.
That's right. Look at you. She act like she knows something, y'all. Yeah, look at you. Look, it's not like a fan, a fan and a tambourine all at the same time. Right. This is so important for people to understand. It is so critically important that you understand who you are and you're able to claim it.
Yes.
Right? Because so many times, yes, things have happened in life. We do not deny that. And some things are traumatic. Some things are horrific. All the above. Some things hurt your feelings. And you're trying to figure out, why did this happen to me? And there's people who have not valued the container, nor have they valued the contents of the container. Right? And so we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about that some more. All right. So while y'all going, make sure you fill up, you know, get some water or something like that. By the way, you know, I love essential water. So get yourself some water. We'll be back in a moment on The Greatest Blueprint.
Together we can make it better.
Stronger together we can make it better.
Stronger together through the stormy weather.
Stronger together through the stormy weather.
Stronger together we can make it better. Over, let's take the world over, let's take the world over, with love. Over, let's take the world over, take the world over. With love. You see your world is spinning out of control. Don't know your end from beginning. You're losing touch with your soul. When you find yourself in a sticky situation, just pray,
breathe, meditate,
focus on your day.
You see me? I believe in my people, the power of my people.